Hello again, and we're back! Yes, and it's me, earthmanbrick, of course, who else would it be? So I'm going to be making up a whole bunch of these Blight drones. They're really cool looking GW models for the Death Guard army, which is a Nurgle army thing. And so I've made up a whole bunch of bases here, and yeah, it's all just made from card, and then I've just put on some pre-molded panels and bits and bobs on them. So that's what we're going to start out with. And I've got a whole bunch of gubbins here. So we've got these things. These are the toothpaste or tomato puree kind of caps. Now the advantage of the tomato puree ones is that it's got this little nice cone thing in the middle for piercing the foil of the container, because it's sealed in a aluminum tube. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I thought these would look pretty darn well as the little kind of rotor blade things that you get with them. Also got a few other gubbins here. So we've got straws and things, and bits of wire which we'll use to hold the thing up. And we'll be using lots of plastic tubing and stuff as well for gun barrels. And this is just a hand soap pump dispenser. Again, one of the gifts that keep on giving. And so, how have we turned out with that? Well, this is what we've got so far. And you can see here, we've actually used tinfoil to make up the bulk of the shape. We've used our wire to hold the thing up. And much like the original model, it's got all these cables and things all dripping down, and these are just threads from old necklaces and stuff. You can get them in Hobbycraft and all those sorts of places for dirt cheap, with lots of useful beads. And there's the tomato puree lid bits there. This whole bit is just made from card, just regular cardboard. And then I've used a rhinestone there for the eyeball. And yeah, just grouping up 3 of those bits of plastic tubing together to make a nice little Gatling gun. And lastly, we're putting on a whole myriad of this stuff, the 2-part epoxy putty milliput. And we've gone and textured it in with a round-ended ball-shaped tool, just to give it that sort of semi-organic look. And we've done the same with this boy. Again, we've drilled and pinned wire through here, and I've made little hoops of card as well, because I thought, yeah, that might work. And this is I don't know, it's like a saw blade thing. It's on the original model. It's like one of the weapon variant options. And I just made that using old offcuts of card and plastic card and things. So it's fairly rigid. The whole thing is, it's not going to fall apart anytime soon. And you might be able to see, yes, we've used the tin foil there for getting the general shape. And then we've used card, and we've used a hole punch to make these sort of little arrowy type bits, which is very concurrent with many chaos builds. But yes, I'm going to start texturing these bad boys up, making up a homemade kind of paste and things. And I'll finish up texturing it up with the milliput as well. But that's all I've got for you just now. See you again soon. Hello again, and we're back. Yes, and this is how they've turned out. So we've got this bad boy here, and we've got this one here as well. And we've just used the same technique that we did with the Plague Buster tank that we made up. So we've gone for that John Blanche aesthetic. And yes, I think these have turned out none too shabby. So what else have we added? We've added a rhinestone here for the eye. And you can see these threads for the cables and stuff. And the wires have turned out really nice. I'm very pleased with these results. And yes, you can see the tomato puree caps are not quite as obvious of what they originally were, because we piled up enough crap on them. And we've kind of stippled on the white and yellow. We've gone with a very similar colour scheme. And yes, that's turned out none too shabby. And again, with all just these offcuts, and what I've done is I've put in some of the mash in between there. And I've had to add extra rhinestones for the eyes there, right at the front. And I think just having that extra subtle colour of red for the eyes works really nicely. And this is quite cheeky. Aside from the stippling and stuff, which was very basic, and I did it with just house paint. The lines here for the edges, because you can see the nice sort of kind of colours and details all on there. I've just gone round there with a biro pen just to do the black outline. Totally cheating, not something I recommend you do with your models, but it worked for me. So, and yes, there's the back of the thing. As you can see, the wires and stuff have turned out pretty darn nicely. Kind of looks like a cross between something from War of the Worlds, especially with the theme of the three, because the War of the Worlds has the tripods and things. And yeah, that definitely has that John Blanche aesthetic. So, we've got one here that looks almost like the traditional kind of, what is it, the Foetid Bloat-Drone. And we've got this one, which is like the greater Bloat-Drone. I forget that naming convention of these things, but well, you can tell what they are. They're definitely Nurgle. And yes, very, very easy to make. Did it take time? Yes, but I think it's time well worth investing. So yes, hopefully this will inspire you guys to make your own. But that's all I've got for you today, so thanks again for watching, and bye. You want to say bye, Poppy? Well, she's going to jump up. Hey, Poppy. Oh, she's a good girl. What a good girl. Please don't knock that stuff down. She was a good girl till she started knocking over my model. Naughty girl. Very naughty girl. Oh, I'm going to have to scratch you. Scratch you really hard. Rah. Yeah, she likes that though. Oh, guess she's into that sort of thing. Oh, and she's off. Bye, Poppy. And that's a bye from me as well. Cheerio.